I'm Rian Dutch. I'm the Product Strategy Manager Geoscience, and I'm in DataRock, but now in the digital part of IMDEX. High quality data is key, but making sure you understand what data you're using to solve the problem that you have. So if there's no information in the data that's going to give you the answer you need or solve the problem, it's not going to work. So you have to think critically and strategically about the types of data you collect, make sure it's high quality, and make sure you understand the problem you're trying to solve to be able to get the best outcome. Volume can still be important, but what is probably more important is the quality of data and the types of data that you collect along the value chain. And one of the key things is, starting early when you're in your exploration phase or you're in your resource development and your drill out phase, maybe potentially collecting more data there of different types so that you can actually begin to be predictive downstream. And once you understand where you need to go, the decisions that you actually need to make, the problems that you're going to have within your deposit, you can then start to refine, cut down the data you get so that you narrow down to just the key data sets you need to answer the problems that you have. When we're thinking about being predictive in the mining life cycle, we're talking about actually using data to help solve key decision points in the movement of rock through the processing or through the mine life cycle. So things like understanding your deposit at the start, but then understanding where rock needs to be directed through that mine cycle and understanding how those rocks will behave. And so collecting enough data early on where you actually get information about how those rocks will behave in downstream systems is important. And once you begin to understand where your pain points are, where the problems are, so whether it's things like recovery or rock routing through the system, you can then become more predictive and you can begin to narrow down the types of data that you require to be very specific on that and deliver those results rapidly, quickly, and accurately to ensure that your decisions downstream are right and that you're actually creating value from your deposit.